Greetings Diecast Racing Fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage. Now this is not the video you're expecting today. Today you were expecting to find the Teams League episode 2. Well, unfortunately my health hasn't been up to filming and so that's going to be postponed by a week. Sorry about that. But what we've got here is some infill. Well, it's not some infill. It's something I wanted to do a video on. So it was my birthday on the 4th of March, and these are two of the gifts that I got from my brother, Keldon Raven, and his wife and daughter. And they're things that I think are of interest to the diecast racing community. So we're going to get into that into a second. But first off, don't forget to do the usual things, like, comment, subscribe, stick us something down in the comments section, and we'll get on with the rest of the content. So let's look in a little bit more detail at the two items we've got here today. The first is the Glenn Harding colouring book. Glenn has been a supporter of the channel, has raced on our track I believe, and he's a great guy and his art is amazing. We're going to go through all of that because that's recently been done. And this is the other thing, which is a bone shaker, HotWheels licensed Mega Block, so like Lego but not. And we're going to get into that in a second as well. So here it is, Glenn's colouring book of his amazing art, and he is such an awesome artist. Let's hope that this is going to stay in position because I'm having fun with the mount and not stop it moving. So Glenn's Car Creations colouring book #1, which means there's more to come, by Glenn Harding. On the back gives us an example sheet of some of the things that are in here. All artwork contained in this document is copyright to Glenn Harding 2021. Please don't reseal or redistribute without permission. Be honourable, please. And there, if anybody wants to screenshot it, is the ISBN. I believe it's available on Amazon. Glenn has got a Facebook group that I will try and link in the description, so we've got that as well. Okay, right. Let's see if the angle will then hold. It's because, right, okay, let's try doing that, because what it is, there's a screw mount underneath. Let's see if that will hold now. Right, so page 1, we have got multiple cars. I haven't coloured it in yet. I don't know whether my colouring's up to it. I don't know whether it'll ever be up to it. But that looks like a Mustang. Don't know whether that one's an example on the back. No, it's not one of the examples on the back. Yes, it is. So there's the original art piece. So that's that one. Gorgeous. On the back of that is one that Keldon absolutely adores, with the 3 Beetles. The Baja Beetle in the back. That one's got its wings off, and a fully winged standard Beetle there in the front. Gorgeous. At least one of them is going to have to go into red, I think, for Keldon, and probably a blue one. Hot Track Racing Bmw, or yeah, it is a BMW, because there's one of the others that looks a bit like that. On the Fiats, yeah, I think so. But that's that. On the back, we've got another on there with Red Baron, the Bone Shaker, and the Twin Mill. So 3 of the big iconic Hot Wheels casts. 55 Chevy. Who doesn't recognise the 55 Chevy? So yeah, 55 Chevy. Lifted gasser mode. Oh, gorgeous Moon Eyes themed VW bus. and this will be one of the shorty ones, I think, from the perspective on it. I love this Batmobile one. There's just such a style to Glenn's artwork, and I'm really looking forward to actually going through and colouring it in. I want to get some good pens, and I want to spend some time when my health is such that I can actually focus on it. So there we go, the Baron, and the original artwork there is owned by my friend JD Elst, who races as the Zombie. He also has a piece of art that he uses as the Zombie, which Glenn did for him. Start of the race there, the bus versus a gasser. Is that a Willie, a 41 Willies? I don't know. Let's see what's on the next page. So there's so much great art in here. Again, back to the classic casts, Diora. We've got the Beetle in there. The name of this one's escaping me. Porsche versus the Chevy, the lifted Chevy Gasser. The Big Bel Air, I think it's called, the cast. You can tell that he likes his VWs. But there again, so does Keldon. So there's another VW. And this one, for those of you that follow 3D Bot Maker, will recognise this and all of that. Race in Peace McClyde. So that was an interesting storyline there with McClyde losing his life, and this was the art that Glenn created to go with that. Let's have a closer look at the transit van. Oh, the 62 Concept Mustang. There, nice and clean. At some point I'm going to hire Glenn to do me a AC Cobra, and I'm also going to hire Glenn to do me a Aston Martin Vulcan, but it's a case of money because, as many of you know, or some of you know, I have been signed off on sick for a long time due to my mental health, which is why I can't film the racing today. Sorry. So yeah, the Golf livery dropped on there. This is going to be quite a long video, but there again, all my videos are long. We raced Diecast, so this one was done for them, and that's the Lancia Delta Integrale at the top there. I should know what that one is. I think it's the Porsche, but it could be the Ford GT. There's the Bone Shaker, and there's a version of that done for the Zombie, JD Elst. That's definitely the Porsche. I think that one. Love Bug. Don't want to miss a page because I want to show you what the glorious stuff in here that you can colour in yourself. It's a great gift, this, for anybody from small people all the way up to adults, and you know, it's a nice fun thing and a great gift for people. So Golf GTI with the blown motor out of the bonnet, not the hood, because I'm English. 68 Charger, is it? Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, that's really, I love the flames. The flame job on there would be good. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, and then we're to the end, the last one, which is the monster truck version of the Bone Shaker. So there you go. That concludes this bit. Just give you some of the coloured in things off the back. So go order those. I'll put a link to Glenn's group in the description. Right, let's talk about this. So this is the Mega Bloks, and this is showing actual size dimension details there, so it's going to be quite large. It's licensed 5+ years. Bone Shaker in red. I don't think they're doing these anymore, so if you see them, pick them up. There looks like there are 6 different kits. There's 2 monster trucks, and then that looks like a twin mill. I don't know what those 2 are off the top of my head. I know I'm bad. I don't know these off by heart. So yeah, there's all the details if you want to find one. Okay, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to build this. Right, let's have a look and see what we've got inside. One bag, instructions. Second bag, I'll put the box over to the back. Okay, so we've got 2 bags of parts. 1, 2. I've got an instruction, Wonder Builders, Bone Shaker. Oh, that's interesting. The box has been designed in such a way as to turn it into a display stand, and looks like there's a jump part to it as well. Cool. Right, I'm going to get into the build. I'm not good at time lapse, so what I'll do is I'll just pause the build once I get to certain points. Okay. So again, just a little tip, something that I do, because I am no Captain Xavier. This is not Captain Xavier's Lego channel. Shout out to my good friend there, Chalo. But when I've got a smallish kit like this, I tend to lay out all the pieces in their colours. So we've got all the black pieces over here, the red in the middle, the grey at the top over there, the yellow over there. And then within that, I break them down. So we've got the knobbly top bits, we've got the holy top bits, we've got the shiny bits, we've got the blocks, and I try and break them down into things to make it easier when I actually come around to start building it. Okay, which is what we're going to crack on with now. So I've just had a pause, made myself a coffee, got things set up. The little man was all together. He's got 1 yellow hand and 1 black hand. So I don't need to worry about him. I'll put him off to one side. This is the first part of the build. So I'm going to crack on with page 2, and I will literally go through page by page. And once the page is done, I'll let you have a quick look. Page 1. Now on to the next page. Next page. Interesting that it's 3 wide, so that's the next page done. Moving on to page 8, which is the next page, because I'm not doing them by numbers. Well, yeah, it's page 8. So it's all focused on putting this level on the back and putting those on there. Parts out for page 9. Notice that I put it in the wrong place there as opposed to there, so I'll fix that. My mistake, filming and not paying attention. That's page 10 done. I meant step 10 and step 11. We're on page 9, now moving on to page 10. So I lay out all the parts at the top before I do the page steps. That way, that's how I've always built stuff. That's how I've always learnt to do it. and that way it means that if you go wrong, it makes it easier. So we've put the pieces on here, so getting the shape there, and we've put the extra 2 bits in here. Now on to page 11, steps 14 and 15. And we're starting to get that shape coming together, bits on the side there and bits there. Moving on to page 12. Page 12, steps 16 and 17. Right, so we've got this on the front, and we've got that bit on there and that there. Page 13 is just round the back with these 3 bits. So that's step 18 and 19. Just make sure I'm pushing those down properly. Okay, so the back bed is now completed. Moving on to page 14, steps 20 and 21, which is the strap across here and the 2 numbered side panels. Right, on to page 15, steps 22 and 23, which is literally putting the wheel on and putting them across here. Page 16, steps 24 and 25. So we put those 3 in there and that across the top. Page 17, steps 26 and 27. And there we go. The mirror mounts are on, and that's all flat and one level piece there now. Page 18, steps 28 and 29, which is literally these 3 pieces on here. Page 19, steps 30 and 31. So we're finishing off the engine build area. We put these 2 bits on the front for the burblers, or whatever they're called, the top bits, and then we've got this on the back. Page 20, steps 32 and 33. So we put these 4 bits on, and we've put these in the back. It's really coming on now. Love it. Looks like I accidentally got ahead of myself and did step 34. I should have just done half of these in the back here. This time it's the up pipes, so we're page 21, step 35. So the top stacks are on now, and that completes page 21. Page 22, step 36. Now, the angling of these could be interesting. I need to work out how that needs doing and match it to here. Just a quick note on these: the short end is the end that goes in, and the long end is the bit that points up. Right, so we can see there, they're on, really coming together. Page 23, steps 37 and 38, the face is finally coming on, which really makes it a bone shaker. And I've just learned I've made a mistake, because this needs to go back 1. This is where it's supposed to be, because there's the bits to go on here, which I need to do in the next step. Sorry for the delay there, folks. My phone overheated and cut out, so I just had it in the fridge to cool it down. It's because I kept putting things on pause between the things to save me editing work. Anyway, page 23, steps 37 and 38. Putting the little side bits on here and putting the face on to really make it into a bone shaker. Interestingly enough, everything's all faced this way, which is the Matchbox way, as opposed to the Hot Wheels way, which is that way. Anyway, moving on. Next step is lots on this one. Page 24, steps 39 and 40, which is starting to put together the roof. Right, that's the roof put together. I've put the driver in. It doesn't tell you to do that, but I'm going to put the roof on next. I'll do it while I'm live on camera. There we go. We can see the driver in there. Oh, we can if I get him on camera. There we go. So that's steps 39, 40 and 41, page 24. And I got it wrong because I missed out a bit, which is step 24, which puts that in, and then the roof goes on. So that's that on. That's page 25 done, and moving on. Right, I'm going to handle pages 26 and 27 together because it's the last final stages. It's putting the rear axle on, it's putting the front and rear wheels on, and it's putting the wing mirrors on, which is steps 44, 45 and 46. And there we go, page 28 tells us to put the driver in, but it's done. And it rolls fairly well. So let's just have a look round. Very classic bone shaker. So I'm going to do a little bonus. I'm going to try and send it down the wing over track for you. Bear with me. Right, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but what I'm going to do, because it won't come out the start gate, but it might run okay because the track is wide enough. Put that on the side there. 3, 2, 1, release. Nope. Rolls over at the bottom. We'll try it again on the other side just in case, and on the other lane doesn't roll over but stops at the bottom there. Right folks, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I know it's not the usual video. Hopefully next week I will be well enough and I will be up for filming and getting everything done and doing all the editing and all the work that's required to get you a racing episode. I hope you're all okay, stay safe and leave me something interesting in the comment section. Bye for now.